The legend of Taurikura. Long ago, there was a village called Taurikura in the Omanua district. The village was on the cliff tops at the edge of a gorge with a river flowing far below. Taurikura was a pui, a chief's daughter, a woman of high rank who lived in Taurikura. Because she was a chief's daughter, Taurikura had always been given everything she wanted. Some said she was a spoiled brat. When she grew up, she expected everything to be done for her.
Get out of my way. Would you like some pie? Yes. Here. Give me some other food. Yeah. Would you like some water? Yes. Here. Yeah, give me some other water. Hey boy, clean my fuddy for me. Get out. What can I do for you? Wash my clothes for me.
One day, her grandfather, who was a very old man, asked her to get him some water from the river. The old man's legs were weak, and it was difficult for him to make the trip down the steep track to the river in the gorge below.
Can you please get me some water? No, I'm tired.
The old man was thirsty. There was no one else around. His granddaughter would not go. There was nothing else for it. He would have to go himself. He picked up an empty gourd which was used to carry water. Slowly and carefully he made his way down the steep track to the river. He drank some water and filled the gourd to carry water back up to the pa. Slowly and carefully he climbed back up the steep track cut into the cliff face. When the old man got back to the pa with his gourd full of water, Taurikura demanded some for herself.
Give me some water, old man.
This was too much for the old man. It was very painful for his stiff old bones to climb that steep track. She was young and healthy. He began to tell her off.
You're lazy. And you have young ears.
He told her she was lazy, and who did she think she was to expect everyone to run around after her? He went on and made a great speech, fired up by his anger and impatience at this cheeky young woman, his granddaughter. The old man raged on as only an old man can when he is really worked up. Finally his anger subsided and he retreated into his whare. Taurikura felt whakamā, very embarrassed and ashamed. She knew she had behaved badly. She did not know how she could face the old man again. She did not know how she could face all her other relatives in Taurikura, because very soon everyone would know how badly she had behaved. She felt so ashamed of herself, she decided the only thing she could do was leave the village. Night, Taurikura crept out of her whare. Carefully, she crept down the steep track to the river. Here she changed herself into a ngārara, a sort of lizard, and plunged into the water. She swam downstream towards Tauranga Moana. As she swam, the river carved out a new course for itself along the route now known as Kopurirua. She swam with this estuary, on past Moel and out into the open ocean. Finally exhausted, she landed on the rocky island of Karewa, out in the sea beyond Matakana. Taurikura stayed on Karewa. She kept the form of the lizard so no one would recognise her. She was the ancestor of the tuatara, the special kind of lizard that are found only on Karewa now, where they share the nests of the mutton bird.